watch how fast I flip it and make it take off like a rocket. On mission 2020 vision, don't try to stop it, cause it can go down quicker than Kobe's helicopter. Go call a doctor for people sicker than Gail King. Tell her watch her mouth fulfill the fury that hell brings.
Great day, another opportunity. Super excited as always to be here with the family this afternoon, this evening. I'm not sure. It might be late night wherever you're seeing this information from, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, super excited to be here, man, because another day, another opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, from challenges to opportunity, you guys are going to be super amazed with this podcast we're going to have here at A Rich Education, because this amazing couple that's coming here with us this evening, this morning, tonight, I'm not sure always where you're seeing this from, but oh my gosh, right here with episode 12, let me tell you something. Because see, teamwork is dream work, but it's not just about teamwork. See, when you got a couple that's on a mission together, thinking alike, respecting one another's mission, but then they just agree. You know, I'm not saying that everything's going to be perfect. And I'm so excited for myself that I opened up my mouth. And when I was able to meet this young man here, and then he introduced me to his queen, the conversation at the gathering we were at that day, oh my gosh, it just continued, because you're talking about a champion, a gentleman who's been through health issues and fought through it, a gentleman who's accomplished mentally to understanding of financial literacy, and now you've combined health and wealth together. Let me just shut up, because I got to introduce this amazing couple. Brother Seth, Mrs. Reed, how are you both doing today?
Awesome.
Oh my God. You guys are looking awesome too, man.
Man, appreciate it, man. You don't look too bad yourself, brother. You're always clean, I'm telling you.
Hey, man, I'm striving for an older gentleman, man, and we're going to dive into that talk, man, because, Brother Seth, I mean, it's so important today when it comes to our health. And, man, that you know, just that story you gave me on how you were able to accomplish, I mean, something that we should be just fighting for on a daily basis, especially in America when we know so much is going on. But great people, I'm so excited to have you all today. You're looking amazing, just like when I met you. And I'm just so glad I spoke to you, man. People who keep their mouths shut in today's time, you never know what blessing is going to come, because as we know, social capital is important. And you guys haven't let your foot off since we connected on social media. You're constantly dropping jewels. And you know, Brother Seth and Mrs. Reed, your journey as a couple is marked by resilience and determination. Can you share some pivotal moment when you were faced with a significant challenge and turned it into an opportunity for growth, both in your personal and financial life?
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. Just to start off, you know, it's definitely an honor to be here, you know, on this platform, you know, and so big respect, you know. Big respect. You know,
thank you so much, man.
Respect what you're doing. We appreciate what you got going on, just enlightening people.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Seth.
That's what it's about. But to answer the question, you know, one of the biggest obstacles or hurdles you can, like, a challenge that we had was more. It's a touchy topic, you know.
Yes,
but
sir.
It's a lot of people face it. Coming from where we come from, we didn't come from anything. You know,
yes,
with, you know, silver spoons. You know, you can consider where we were born, kind of poverty. You know, we didn't grow up with riches. But the biggest thing, we make mistakes. You make mistakes.
Yes, sir.
And you get penalized. You get penalized for some of the mistakes you make. You know, and you can find yourself in trouble. You can find yourself in a situation where everything is taken away from you. And that's kind of what happened to me early on when we were younger. And overcoming that obstacle right there was big.
Yes,
because
sir.
Not too many people can deal with those situations. Not too many people hang around. And when it comes to a couple, you know, like me and my wife, not too many people stay together.
Wow.
You know, stay together, you know, because we have we have not just communication. You know, we connect.
Yes,
we have
sir.
real connection, and that's where a lot of people fall short. You know, just like a book we're reading, you know, by John C. Maxwell.
Yes.
You know, everybody communicates, you know, but not everybody connects, and it's major. But that's a big obstacle that we had to overcome. Hard times, you know, how you deal with hard times and how you recover. That's one of the biggest things that people gotta, you know, just kind of take into consideration when you have obstacles in your way, hardship, pain, hurt. It's how you recover. It's how you look at it. You know, you look at it a certain way, like I'm gonna make it through it. We're gonna make it through it. We're gonna do what we gotta do. We're gonna pull together. You know, and I don't really know what else to say right there when it comes down to facing obstacles. You know, you just look at it as it's like you're not gonna be stopped. It's not gonna hold you. You know, you're gonna make it through it. That's how like if it's a roadblock, you're gonna run through it. If it's a mountain, we're gonna climb it. You know, we're gonna make it over the top. That's what we're gonna do. And just keep it moving.
Turn that obstacle into an opportunity.
Yes, Miss Reed, absolutely, brother Reed, man, fire as always, brother. And I mean, you haven't let your foot off the pedal since we met each other. I'm just hearing the language you're using. Readers are leaders, and I see the quotes that you all consistently are posting on Instagram, just dropping seeds on people on a daily basis. And I like the word "we." I mean, you know it's going to be obstacles. We know it's going to rain. We're never going to have a sunny day. I mean, even it rains in Florida and good, you know what I mean? But you guys fight through it together. And I just love to hear things like this. And man, like I think I've said this before, brother, but it just touches my heart to see a couple winning together. And I forgot, I apologize to compliment you guys on those freaking hoodies, man. We're going to get into that subject, man. I mean, well, we know got milk. Okay, that's cool, man. Just hoping they ain't coming from them cows. Another story. That's it. We're going to talk about that, great people. Seth, your rapid rise in the engineering field is impressive. Can you tell us more about the challenges you encountered in your career and how you managed to reach the top of your profession in such a short time?
Well, it's just a goal. It's just drive, you know, having a purpose.
Yes, sir.
You know, seeing what you want, seeing what you know, just going after certain things. It's like when you see it and you know that that's what you want, you know that this is what's going to take for you to get there. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yes,
sir. Just point blank, period. You know, it's just like working out. You know, you have real goals, you know, pertaining to working out. There's things you want to accomplish within either, you know, you just want to live a healthier lifestyle. You know, you want to get fit, you want to get cut, you want to get bulky, whatever the case is. When you set those goals, you got to go after it. You're not going to obtain those goals. You're not going to achieve them goals just sitting back, looking at them on a piece of paper. Even if you write them on a piece of paper, you're not going to achieve it. You're not going to achieve it until you go out there and take action. So I applied that, you know, and where I was working, I no longer worked that W-2 there, but just it's like I always relate things to working out. I relate it to working out. I like to get to that point where when you feel like your body's like, stop, it's over with. Don't go over. You're tired, you're burnt out. When we get to that point right there, that's when we take off even harder. That's when we sprint, you know, because it's opportunity there and it's growth there.
Yes, sir.
And that's one of the major things there is when you feel like where it's like you're hurting, you know, it's like you don't know what's next, you're tired, you know, it gets to a point where you just gotta push past it. You gotta push past it.
Hey, yes,
and just go after it. So basically that's what I did. You know, it was like a lot of people, they get, just like I was saying, they get burnt out, they get tired. And when they were getting tired in the field that I was working in, that was my opportunity to sprint. So I took off. I just took off and I did those things that they didn't want to do. I did the things that, you know, they looked at with fear. You know, it made me think about this situation at that place. It was this one particular machine that was giving a lot of people problems. It was tearing them up. It was breaking them down. So they were running from these machines. They were running from like learning the machine and learning how to actually operate it. And
Yes,
while everybody was running from the machine, I told them, send me over there. I'm gonna learn what I gotta learn. I'm gonna take care of what I gotta take care of. I'm gonna do what I have to do. And when I did that, you know, I accomplished a lot of things that other people weren't willing to or able to.
yes,
and
sir.
that's kind of where it was. So I ended up in a position where I was making, you know, I don't want to say money. I was making a currency.
That's right. Yes, sir. I love that. I love that mindset, brother. I love it.
It was a currency that was linked up to like the amount of money that people were making that were there for like 15, 20 years plus.
Yes,
and
sir.
I did that in a short amount of time. I did it in like 2 years.
Wow.
And yeah, and I spent my time there, did what I had to do, and I moved on. I learned from it. I moved on.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, what a great story, man. A story of champions. It's just been talking about it. And look, no one's better than the next person, but Brother Seth and Mrs. Reed are the example of pushing through. And that's just it. If you want to get better, you got to do better. You got to think better. Okay? And then you got to fall in love with yourself. Mrs. Reed, your success in property management is remarkable. Could you share some key strategies or lessons that help you climb the ranks so swiftly, eventually becoming a leasing manager responsible for 400 doors? Wow. I can't wait to hear this, man.
Yeah. So just me being the oldest child,
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
always had a servant's heart, a heart to help other people. And that's what I owe the credit to. It's nothing that I did in particular. It's just moving in a way where I was looking to help other people. And that's what got me, not even just in property management, but in everything in life, you know, just having that servitude, just serving my husband, serving our children, serving our community, just doing that in itself, that had gotten me to the level of where, you know, I went from not having any experience in property management to leasing manager. And it was at that point that I loved it and I loved working there, but I had to have a mind shift change to the point where I was like, I'm serving this job, but I can't serve my family how I want to serve my family because I'm minding someone else's business. And it was August that I got a phone call saying that they were actually going to sell the property. And I had been there for 5 years. And at that point, you know, it was nothing that I could do because it wasn't my business. There was no argument I could give. There was nothing I could do or say. So I just had to accept it. And they sold the property in January for $44.2 million. And out of that deal, I received, because we did the math, it was 0.297% out of $44.2 million. So I'll let all of y'all intelligent people do the math on that. But
wow. Yes, man.
It was like after that, I was like, yeah, it's time for me to invest in myself, in my family, you know, because when somebody is in control over your time, over you know how much money you can make, there's only what you can do or say.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Wow. The book is just being written, ladies and gentlemen. See, the blessing to have individuals come on a Rich Education podcast. And I mean, this is why the title is what it is, From Challenges to Opportunities. So she recognized the opportunity within something that was not right. All that money, and this is what you get. Okay? So it's about learning to understand and recognize opportunities, but now I got to invest in myself so I can get out of this traditional box and build my dreams, build my family's dreams, and like you stated, be the servant leader. From challenges to opportunities, the financial journey of Brother Seth and Sister LeShia Reed. Oh my gosh, episode 12. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we got to take a 30-second infomercial break. I'm so excited and honored to be here with this amazing couple, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, from Challenges to Opportunities, episode 12. Are you going to take advantage of all of the jewels that's being dropped today? We'll be right back. Here at A Rich Education, we understand the importance of financial literacy. And with the 14,000 hours of education given to us by the system, there was zero financial knowledge. And also sitting at the dinner table with our parents, they didn't teach us much about money. So with that being said, here at A Rich Education, we want to give you what's valuable for the current economy. And in uncertain times, call for smart financial moves. With high inflation, recession fears, and economic crisis looming, it's more important than ever to protect your hard-earned money. The way? Physical gold and physical silver. Gold has served as a trusted store of value for thousands of years. When other assets decline, gold holds its ground. Just look to history. During economic collapse, political unrest, natural disasters, those who own gold and silver were able to preserve their wealth. Today's global economy is on shaky ground. Out of control government spending, a troubled banking system, the threat of a new recession. Your savings and investments, your retirement face huge risk. But physical gold and physical silver in your possession can offer stability in stormy seas. As past crises have shown, those unprepared often see their nest eggs shattered. Retirement accounts once again demolished. Financial security gone in a blink. Don't let this happen to you. You can take control and protect your future with the proven power of physical gold and physical silver, and we have the answer. Whether it's gold bullion bars, beautiful gold coins, numismatic, or innovative new digital gold options, diversify your holdings with real physical gold and physical silver in small transaction-friendly weights. Guard against inflation, market volatility, and economic turmoil. Give your family lasting financial peace of mind. The winds of crisis are gathering, my great people. Destabilizing forces threaten your financial future. But you have the power. You have the power right now to take action. Protect your hard-earned money. Preserve your purchasing power. Provide your family's well-being. With physical gold and physical silver on your side, you can weather any storm and stay vigilant and stay protected. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to own gold today. Great day, another opportunity. I want to welcome everyone back to episode 12 of A Rich Education podcast, from challenges to opportunity, the financial journey of brother Seth and sister LeShia Reed. I want to apologize, family, because I mispronounced my brother's queen's name, and I've been terrible with names, so I do apologize, family, because I'm not going to mess that up anymore, great people. I want to welcome everyone back, ladies and gentlemen. Super excited, and I hope you guys got your notepads out, taking notes, but you're going to be able to connect with this wonderful couple, because their information is going to be in the description below. And always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because we're just bringing fire and financial education and motivation and all these things. It's really not about being motivated, people. We got to motivate ourselves. It's about taking action in today's time. But here's a great example. I love to see couples going in the same direction. And not once, look, self-preservation is the first law of nature. But once you get yourself together, now it's time to help the world. As entrepreneurs, you've ventured into various businesses. What motivates you to explore new business opportunities? And can you share some key takeaways from your entrepreneurial journey?
Well, if you have, basically put it like this: if you have an entrepreneur bone in your body, you're gonna start business. You're gonna start businesses. You should start businesses. You know, like a lot of the people that do succeed within business, they started off with multiple businesses, and a lot of them failed.
Yes,
of them failed, and that's something that we overcame through just being consistent, just continuously learning and feeding our mental, because a lot of times it starts with your mindset.
Yes, sir.
It starts with your mindset. If your mindset is not right, you're not right. You're not right. You're not going to produce anything that's longevity, anything that's going to last. You know, if it's not built on, truth, if it's not built on truth and justice, those are it's so much to be said. But let me stay on top, because that's a whole nother conversation right there. That's a whole different conversation. But like I said, we started multiple businesses, and it's just having the drive to basically do something different, than the things that we were taught in school, the things that we were taught within our households. And how you said, like with motivation, you do have to motivate yourself, but there's sometimes for people out there, they need a little bit of motivation.
Oh, absolutely.
Inspiration.
Absolutely. Yes.
You bundle it all up, they need that financial education. And that's our message. So within starting a lot of businesses, you learn how to be a business owner. You learn how to do that, because if coming from school in our households, all we were taught was how to be employees.
Yes, sir.
To be employees, make good grades, make those A's, don't make no mistakes, don't take no risk, and go out there into the world and go start a career, and make a living, and convince yourself that you're.
Wow.
And when I say convince yourself, because when you have a W-2, and this is not knocking people who have a W-2,
not at all.
If you have a W-2 and that's all you have and that's all you're relying on, what entrepreneurs consider you you're a voluntary victim. Voluntary victim, because you don't have income insurance. You don't have income insurance. You have insurance for your houses, you have car insurance, you have life insurance, but you don't have income insurance. When I say income insurance, I mean you don't have anything backing it, like a passive form of income or some type of residual income. You don't have that. So if you're working a job minus someone else's business, and God forbid, hope you don't get fired, but there's some things go bad in the economy and people get laid off. And when that type of stuff happens, there's nothing you can say or there's nothing you can do, and your security is gone.
Right.
The job that you relied on is gone, and you don't have income insurance to back it up. And let me reiterate what I mean when I say income insurance. I'm talking about a passive or residual form of income, and that's a business. Outside of it, that's what protects you. That's kind of what protects you, because that's when people learn how to start making money in their sleep. And you learn that by starting businesses, working W-2s, failing with the W-2s, failing with the businesses, and then actually meeting the right people and finding something that actually works. And it all starts is basically it's a package of motivation, inspiration, and financial education is one of the most important things that we can focus on. And it's like it starts and ends there. When you get the understanding that you need financial education just as bad as you need a meal or your breakfast, right. Then you will start coming across a lot of things you didn't even realize. You think you're going after financial education, but then you get a whole history lesson on real history. You follow financial education, you bump into real teachers, not fake teachers. And there's a big difference between real and fake teachers. And that's something that we definitely learned from one of our mentors. Robert Kiyosaki. And
there we go.
Yeah, financial education. I'm not gonna keep going on. I'm not gonna keep going on.
No. They need to hear this, man. This is real. We don't have a lot of time out here. They need to hear this information, bro. We appreciate this.
I get fired up. I get fired up on financial education because it's important. It's important, And like I said, I mentioned Robert Kiyosaki. We take a lot. We take a lot from this man. We have other mentors and teachers that work directly with Robert Kiyosaki as well. We listen to them. When we need help on something, we call up them and we ask them, like, look, this is what's going on. Do you think you can, kind of just give us a little bit of information on how we should do this and how we should do that? And what we're learning and gaining is the secrets of the wealthy. The secrets of the wealthy. We learning what they do. They learn how not just to get money, they learn how to keep it too. They learn what to do with it. They learn what to do. And a lot of us, we focus on these bills. We focus on these bills all the time, but this is trash. You know, this is trash. This is fake currency. It's considered a currency. You know, and this right here is God's money. You know,
that's God's money. Right?
Yes, sir. You know, and I'm not going to go on a whole lesson about that. Matter of fact, let me add a collectible in there too.
This is for financial education 101. Seth, keep going.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's about, heightening your financial education, you know, so you can understand what real money is, what sound money is, what God's money is, you know, and learn the difference between the currency. We're under a currency, you know, but where you really want to put your money at, you know, is, well, what you want to put your fiat, you want your currency at. I don't want to use too much, you know, verbiage, you know, relating to, you know, like money or topics that people might not really be familiar with, you know, but the currency, you know, that we currently under, you know, you want to learn where to take that and put it to where you and your family are protected, you know, and it's what the wealthy's been doing for a long time, you know, for a long time.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to add another one of our mentors. He's always saying that your lack of knowledge for financial education is what's making somebody else rich. Yes, and that's Ray Patterson. Just put that out there.
Right. Man, readers are leaders. So many jewels drop. Brother Seth, you stated that you're a voluntary. I mean, that what you use as far as being an employee. You say you're voluntary victim. Victim. You're voluntary. Putting anyone down. This is just what it is. But just like I went last night onto TikTok and dropped some atomic nuclear bombs on there, something about TikTok. As long as you don't say the wrong thing, that will shut you down. But it woke up people. I started to see my email with new people coming on board to get more knowledge. We got to understand that the school system has damaged us. It's not to put anyone down. And as entrepreneurs, you now put that shield over what you're doing, which is, like you said, Brother Seth, God's money, because many entrepreneurs don't understand the importance of, like you said, insurance. What is insurance? Some say, well, I have to talk to my financial advisor. I'm guaranteeing you, if it's not an advisor for the rich, that advisor is not going to talk about.
Let me add something there. Your financial advisor ain't going to tell you to get gold.
That's right.
Your financial advisor ain't going to tell you to get gold or silver. You know, they're going to push you towards stocks, bonds, you know, put your trust the bank, put your money in the bank, and all of that type of stuff. But banks are failing us. You know, the government has failed us. I wouldn't even say failed us, right? Let me put it in a better term. They lied to us. That's all it is.
Yes, sir.
They couldn't fail us if they intended to do that in the beginning. They just straight lied to us.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
And they told us to do this. They told us to trade our time for this right here.
Yes,
instead of taking it and putting it in this right here.
That's right.
This insurance. This right here will protect your family. You protect your family, and then you teach your kids how to do it. You teach your kids how to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to teach their kids how to do it. You know, and that's some. My bad for cutting you off. I just.
Seth, this is real.
Yeah.
Look how many millions of families getting wiped out, bro. 2008. How many millions of people lost homes, lost jobs, lost their wealth in the 401k? No, brother, don't stop. I see why you had the shirts got silver. I got it in liquid form too because the Bible got silver as well. I mean, come on, man. So this is important, man. Knowledge is power when you implement it, and you two are implementing it in your passion. You see, you can be just holding on to the silver, ain't wearing no shirts, chilling. Oh man, I ain't thinking about these people. No, you took time out of your day to come on a rich education podcast to drop jewels. Please don't stop, brother. The people need to hear this. And I know it's not easy waking up the dead, mentally dead. We're not knocking nobody. But we have been mentally put to sleep from the school system, like you said, lied to us. Oh man, bro, this is fire, man. Oh my gosh, man. Look, now we're going to venture back because this is part of why, with all due respect, people listening to this, why we can't get it. One of the reasons why we can't get it is because of our health. All of the things we fighting out here today, the chemicals are destroying the brain cells, not allowing us to think correctly because we craving garbage. So, brother, facing health complications that led to leaving a demanding job that you shared with us information on is a significant life change. How did you navigate this transition, and what financial lessons did you learn during this period, brother Seth?
Okay. Well, I like how you said navigate. You know,
Yes,
how did you navigate through that? You know, because it's when you pull back and you start when you treat your body the way you're supposed to treat it, with eating right, drinking, staying on top of your water, you know, pulling back from all the sugars, you know,
Yes.
all of the processed sugar, you know, all of the, you know, energy drinks, the liquor, the Hennessy, you know, when you pull away from it, you know, that's how you start navigating through it, because you start seeing things clear.
Yes.
You start seeing things clear, because when you got all of this sugar and this fast food and this drink, this liquor, you know, you got that's clouding your judgment. It's clouding your judgment, and it's messing you up. You know, so basically, I said that to just to basically answer the question. I just wanted to put that in front of it to kind of lay the foundation of what I'm about to say, answering that question.
Yes, sir.
And, the same job that I had that I was telling you about, that's what was kind of happening with me. You know, I started drinking energy drinks, a lot of energy drinks. You know, a lot of sugar, a lot of, you know, just processed garbage inside of it, not really good for your body. Too much caffeine, you know, overdoing the caffeine, too much coffee.
Yes, sir.
And then on top of that, I was drinking Hennessy. I'm drinking, and not just Hennessy, I'm drinking all types of liquor, you know.
Yeah.
But one thing, I was never a real messy, sloppy person. You know,
Yes,
when I was drinking, I never drunk at work. I never drunk on the job or nothing like that. I wasn't one of those people, you know. And if you are one of them, you know, tighten up, man. Tighten up.
Good teaching.
Good teaching. And then so basically, like, and the reason why I was drinking so much more and drinking so much more energy drinks, because of the job that I was working, it was the time thing. That's what comes in. It was the time. It was a 12-hour night shift. So it was from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then on top of that, I'm gone all night. And then I'm trying to live a life for my family. I'm trying to be present. I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to be there for my kids. I'm trying to run around with them. You know, I'm trying to run around with my wife, do this and do that, call myself, you know, experiencing life.
Yes, sir.
I would find myself being up for maybe 24 to 48 hours sometimes, you know, just to say that I'm experiencing life outside of this work, outside of this job, you know, and that type of stuff catches up with you.
Yes, sir.
It catches up with you. And so a health issue I ended up having, I never had a health issue a day in my life. And from there, I had some issues with my heart. And to be honest, I thought I was having a heart attack because my father, he had a heart attack. Right.
Yes,
and
my condolences, bro. My condolences. Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. But
Yes,
I thought that's what it was. That's what was happening to me, you know, and trying to, you know, make it short as possible. One night I was I started feeling it. My wife is over there in the living room, and I'm walking around in the kitchen. I'm like, man, what is going on? I feel this pain in my chest. And then, it was like this study that I read from one of the universities, and it mentioned had two classes of people. It had a class of men who were able to do 150 push-ups at any given time, and then another group of men that weren't able to do 50 push-ups at basically any given time. They struggled, whatever. And the group that couldn't do the push-ups, couldn't do the 50 push-ups, were at higher risk of having a heart attack.
Wow.
You know?
Yes,
and
sir.
I've always prided myself with the fact that I can get down there and do 50 push-ups, no problem. I can do 100 push-ups, no problem. You know, I prided myself there. Like, I'm like, yeah. So back to the story. I'm feeling the pain in my chest, and that thought comes to mind. The study that I read about the university. So I'm like, all right, forget it. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna try to do some push-ups because I know I'm not having a heart attack. I know I'm not. So
yes, sir.
I get down there. I start pushing. I get to like 15, 16. And my chest is going crazy. My chest is going crazy. It's burning. It's a whole different type of feeling, you know. And it was like I was only at like 16 push-ups. And
yes, sir.
And then so then by the time I get to like 20, 21 push-ups, 22 or something like that, I'm crying. You know,
wow.
I'm crying like tears, grown man crying, you know, and I pride myself of being like a manly man, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, yes, sir.
But I'm being fully transparent. I'm crying, I'm bawling, you know, and by the time I get to like I think it might be like 26, that was it. Mm-hmm. And that was it. And I just get up, you know, I tell my wife is like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. But yes, that's not what it was. I was having heart palpitations. You know, my heart was overworked, you know, and it was time for me to start reevaluating my life. It was time for me to really look at it, you know, and start weighing out like what's really important to me, you know, and doing all of that, you know, drinking and overworking and, you know, just all of that unnecessary stuff there. That was like my why. That goes into my why.
Yes,
you
sir.
know? And one of our other mentors always talks about if your why is not to the sky, you know, as high as the sky is not big enough. You know, if your why doesn't cry, it's not big enough. You know, and that's something that I reflected on. I'm like, it'd be a horrible, horrible situation if I was to leave my family. You know, and that's not anything that I even thought about before. It's not anything that you know, in that situation, like I for lack of words, I feel I may have needed that scared. I may have needed that scared, you know, so because it made me look deep into my why to the point where I have to be here for my wife. I have to be here for my kids, you know, to just continue to teach them and show them. And I don't want to go too much longer on that, but another thing that I didn't like about working that amount of hours away from my kids is the fact that they're not seeing the grind. They're not seeing the grind. They're not seeing how hard their father is actually really going. They're they're reaping some of the benefits of the currency that's coming from it. But at the end of the day, I'm not in their face showing them, okay, when you get tired, when you feel a little bit of pain, yeah, this is when you push past it. But I'm showing these grown men this. I'm not showing these grown men, you know, how to grit, you know, how to find that and push past it, you know. And I wasn't able to show that to my kids. So that was all part of me, you know, kind of like shifting and going in a different direction. So I can spend that time with my kids. So when times get rough, times get hard, I can show them how to push past, you know, certain limitations that you may think you have. You know, that helps. That's part of it.
Man, brother, what great information. And see, when we met at the event for the first time, brother, and we shared you just sharing this struggle. And I shared with you that God spared me. Because that night I drunk a fifth of Hennessy with a friend and took it to the head, woke up days later paralyzed. So when we just connected on the challenges that we've both been through, brother, but to hear you fight through that and not just think of getting yourself together, which you've done, but then you thought about your family. My family, man. And that's big, brother. Oh my gosh. From challenges to opportunities, the financial journey of Mr. and Mrs. Reed continues. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we're going to take a 30-second infomercial break. We're going to be right back with a Rich Education Podcast, episode 12. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back. I want to welcome everyone back to a Rich Education Podcast, episode 12. Oh my gosh, from challenges to opportunities, the financial journey of Mr. and Mrs. Reed continues. From financial education is a central theme, Brother Seth, on your journey, both of you. It's vital. I mean, you showing it just wearing these beautiful hoodies you have on. How do you impart this knowledge to your audience? And what key principles do you emphasize, especially regarding sound money and wealth acquisition? I know you talked about it, but this is vital information today in this economy, bro. We got to go back through it. It is vital, but we've been so mentally damaged. I need you to go back into that right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just, the biggest thing is understanding, just understanding currency, understanding what money really is, understanding, what God's money is, and like we said before, we take a lot out of Robert Kiyosaki's book. He's a great man. The stuff that he's teaching, the stuff that he's putting out there, and he's just putting so much emphasis on heightening your financial IQ, and it's important. It's really important because it's like your hedge against. It's like your protection.
That's right.
Protection, and honestly, like we showed you before, people spend too much time trying to work for this, learning how to get this and make this work for you.
Good teaching, yes, sir.
There's a difference, and when we say learning like the secrets of the wealthy, it's just basically learning what to do with it. Learning like when you get it, when you get that currency, learning like how to keep it, because a lot of times once you get it, you put it in your pocket and it's gone already. It's gone straight to an expense. It's gone straight to a liability. Or a lot of times what a lot of people are affected by right now is the fact that they're living from paycheck to paycheck. So it's not even going in their pocket. It's gone before they get it.
Good teaching.
It's gone before they get it, and there's information out there, for all of my people that love to Google stuff,
That's right. It's out there.
There's a stat where it's 44%, of the American population is they can't afford a $400 emergency expense.
Yes, sir. It's real. Yes, sir.
And now there's people out there too, like half the Americans who are making $100,000 salary, or more. They're living from paycheck to paycheck.
That's
deep, sir. And they can't even understand. They can't even comprehend. Like that, some people are like, they're so confused to the point. It's like, man, I've never made this amount of money in my life, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I still can't find a way. It's because of what we're going through with the value of this.
Good teaching.
Compared to this right here.
Good teaching, Brother Seth.
The difference is this right here, this value has dropped over 97% over the last 100 years.
Yes, sir.
That's what the dollar has, and then people want to say silver and gold. They think that it's like a rich man's game. They think it's a rich man's game, and they think that they don't have what it takes to make entry because they relate it to like real estate, because it is an asset. It's a real asset. And it's not exactly. It's not an investment.
That's right.
How the only investment is you taking this fake stuff and you putting it in the real.
That's it.
You want to look at that as an investment, but at the end of the day, this is not an investment.
Yes,
this
sir.
Is real money. This is God's money. It's sound money. And a lot of times people don't understand the concept of it, right away, but it appreciates. It appreciates, the same way real estate does, and it's proven through thousands of years.
Man walk earth, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah. When the currency fails, whatever currency they decide to make, when that fails, they always fall back to sound money, because everywhere in the world, no matter where you're at in the world, everyone knows that gold and silver has value in it. You can look at it, you can feel it, you can touch it. Man, there's so much. I would just rather this than this, you know. I would just rather that, you know.
Yes, sir.
But basically, what we doing, you know, is we're taking a page out of, you know, Robert Kiyosaki's book, and
what page to take? Yes, sir.
You know, our mentors now, you know, but we packaged it up, bundled it up all into, you know, a package of, you know, motivation, inspiration, and financial education. You know, it's a must, you know, learning those things that we weren't taught in school. They're still not teaching in school till this day. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know, you know, and the correct. I don't want to go all over the place, but it's making me think.
Go in, brother. I need you to go in. Yes, sir.
It's making me think about the United States' biggest asset. The United States' biggest asset is embarrassing. To me, it's embarrassing, and it's a shame that the United States' biggest asset is student loan debt. You know, that is crazy. So it's like you have all this debt on the back of our children, the next generations, you know, and to go into school, you know, for the promise of future labor. That's all it is. It's the promise of future labor.
Yes, sir.
To pay that debt back, to pay that student loan debt back. And that's crazy. That should have you look at certain things a little bit different if the United States' biggest asset is put on student loan debt. That is crazy. You would think it would be some land. You would think it would be buildings, real estate, commercial buildings. You know, you would think it'd be more of like a tangible asset.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
But student loan debt is not a tangible asset. And that's what we put our trust in. They say, and it says on this dollar, in God we trust. If it's in God we trust, why are they not getting God's money? But they are getting God's money. They're getting God's money behind the scene. They're not letting you know about it though. But you know, they're still the governments and, you know, the leaders of these countries. They're still throwing money towards gold and silver, but they want you to work for this. It's a reason why they're putting that stuff into real money, but. Yeah, I feel like I'm on so. Oh
my gosh, man! You're dropping so much jewels. No, the people need to hear this. And see, the example that you both are, you're a young couple. Look at our young people. With all due respect, never knocking anybody, but to just bring everything you're saying into play, it's just showing you how the school system has damaged us. One of Robert Kiyosaki's, and I want to look a word up, one of Robert Kiyosaki's mentors, Jim Rickards, teaches in 1975, they took that asset, education, out of the school system just a few years after we came off the gold standard. So what you're bringing is historical. What you're bringing is a life jacket to the people. They may, oh man, your sweat hoods and stuff look beautiful. No, that's bringing you warning. Got silver, that's attractive. Man, what do you mean got silver? Do you have silver?
Yeah. Do you got gold?
You got gold? Yeah. So it's important, man, to understand what went down with us as youth with this knowledge on and I wanted to look up something, a word, and I'll go back to it. It's based on soon as we enter into their school system, what happens as little ones. And this is important to understand. It may sound like entertainment. No, this is real. Because the 1%, the Rockefellers, they mastered the science of manipulation. And I know that when I get you early and continue to conform your mind and bring your mind into like Plato, because that's what a child is. By the time you become an adult, you're already fixed to come out and work for me with zero financial education. So, brother Seth, please do not hold back, brother. You bringing fire. You and Mrs. Reed, I'm super excited. Look. With a deep bond and shared experiences, what advice do you have for couples, okay? For couples who inspire to navigate life's challenges and build a strong financial foundation together?
So I can't speak too much on what exactly is going to work for someone else. All I can speak from is our experiences.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
ma'am. Know thyself. And I know you kind of spoke on this a little bit earlier, but know thyself was inscribed in stone above the ancient Greek temple of Apollo at Delphi. So if you think about it, know thyself is above the temple. And the way that I look at it deeper than what's on the surface. Our body is our temple. And you have to know yourself before you can love someone else. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. So I really want to bring that to light, you know, as far as having a bond with anyone, whether it's your spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a cousin, auntie, uncle, whatever, you have to know yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, you can't offer anyone anything else, because you're always going to be looking for them for validation, for them to validate you. And you have to know how to be whole in order to be a whole for someone else. So Seth and I, we don't call each other our other half. And it's nothing against people who do, but I don't consider Seth to be half of a man, and I don't consider myself to be half of a woman. I want to be whole for him. So in order to be whole, I had to find myself, and it's not to say that you're going to know everything about someone as soon as you get into a relationship with them.
Yes, ma'am.
We all wear a mask, especially like when we're meeting new people. We have that mask on. We want to look our best for them. But one thing that a person cannot hide is who they are at their core, you know, and see someone at their core, you have to believe them. Because people are going to tell you, they're going to show you who they are. And they may wrap it in a nice little joke. Hee ha ha. It's a little bit funny. But there's always some truth behind a joke. So I always they're telling a joke so I can see who they really are. So of course, as I said, you're not going to know everything about someone. But when someone shows you who they are, you have to believe them. Because as far as building that bond, you have to know who you are, so that you can know who you're seeking after. You have to know your strengths and your weaknesses, so that you can find someone, or, you know, be in a relationship with someone, whatever that relationship is, to make sure that you guys come together and you make an impact. And that's something that I'm very grateful for. And I do not take it, you know, for granted, the fact that I have someone who shares the same passion as me, someone who shares the same goals, you know, someone who, if I'm running, we running together. And even if like I want to slow down, he's like, no, you need to get back up and keep on moving. And likewise, the same if he feels like slowing down. It's just it's not always, and this is something that a lot of human nature, a lot of people fall victim to it. We think it's our time every time. Like whenever it's a moment of something, whenever somebody's name is to be spoken, we want it to be our name to be called. But that's not the case. Everything happens in a season. And as a couple, it's not always going to be your season. It may be your husband's season. And as the wife, it's your job to help to lift him up during his season and not hate on him, jealous that it's your husband's season. And then you got to know that you're in a relationship with someone who's going to do the same thing in return.
Yes, ma'am. Wow.
So, did you want to say something?
I can't even piggyback that. I feel the same way.
I'm lost for words, man. Miss Reed, thank you for dropping those nuggets and the science, basically the blueprint of working together as a couple. So when my younger people see and hear this episode right here, take notes. Take notes from the beginning to the end. Take notes, because you have a great example of a young couple that's not just on health, that's not just on wealth, but want to pass it on so you all can combine these important subjects together and have success as a relationship moving forward. Oh my gosh, this episode has been so amazing. I got to say it again, from challenges to opportunities, the financial journey from our brother Seth and our sister Mrs. Reed. Oh my gosh, guys, you guys got to take notes. Listen to this over and over again. Connect with them. Ask them questions. Schedule some time to talk with them. That's what they're doing. They're here for you. Great people, as we bring this to a close, I'm super excited. Looking ahead, you know, there's so much going on. What are your aspirations and goals for the future? Both in your personal lives and in your mission to inspire and educate others about financial resilience, and determination.
And well, just moving forward, you know, we're pushing the agenda. You know, we're pushing the agenda. we're pushing our plans. We're pushing our goals, and that's to just motivation, inspiration, and financial education. You know, and meeting people where they're at. You know, and no matter where they're at, you know, we don't want to talk over people's head. You know, we want to break it down, you know, as far as we can, you know, for whoever wants this information, you know, and even being able to have conversations with people of higher education and financial education, because we're forever students. We're forever students. And that's something.
Love it. Yes, sir.
That's something that people kind of forget about, you know, when they get to a certain age, they kind of like, yeah, I got it all together. I know it.
Right.
You know,
right.
But, yeah, and that's, for me, that is a crazy way of thinking. You know, and if you feel you got it all together, you know, just stay out the way. You know, stay by yourself.
No,
you know everything. You know what I'm saying? You know everything, but you know, with us, you know, we're forever students. You know, and one of the biggest things like that I like to look at with that is, if the moment you stop being a student is when you're gonna run out of things to teach. You're gonna run out of things to teach. And don't get me wrong, there's some things you need to repeat over and over and over and over to get to understand it. But
absolutely.
Yeah, but outside of that, you know, if you come to the point where you're no longer teachable, you know, you're not bringing in any new information. You're not bringing in anything new. So, you know, what you're going to be putting out is a lot of old, you know, tired, you know, things that don't work anymore. You know, don't work.
It's not duplicatable.
Yeah.
Like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're not evolving. You're not evolving. You're not adding to your arsenal. You know, and that's what's needed. You know, and that's what we're doing. You know, moving forward. You know, is motivation, inspiration, and financial education. You know, and you pouring that into our kids. And watch our kids do it, because the funny thing is our kids are teaching their friends.
Wow.
And you know, and our kids are talking to adults.
Yes.
They're talking to their teachers, you know, about, you know, financial education, you know, and they're messing up some of their heads.
Yeah.
You know, they're messing up some of their heads. So they just haven't got suspended yet. They're behind bringing financial education to the school, but you know, I think it's probably going to come. They're probably going to ban financial education in schools.
Teachers better drop them egos with all due respect and listen to them youth. Man, that is so beautiful, brother Seth.
Yeah, definitely. Did you want to add something?
No, I don't have anything that I want to add. I just, again, you know, it's been truly a pleasure, you know, being on the show today.
Yes, ma'am. So grateful for you both. You both I mean, there's so much more I could say about you all, but you're so blessed. And the number one blessing is for us all to have life. But you're not taking your life lightly. You're honoring God in your works. You're doing what he wants you to do. Scripture says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So it's not money. It's not health. It's none of these things that damage us. It's the information that you both have taken in, moved out on within yourselves, and now your passion for life, your passion for God, your passion for financial literacy is now giving it to the world. And you see it all in your face. You see it on your skin. You see it in that beautiful background you are. You see it on your shirt. Do you have silver, people? So this is real. I'm so honored. Look, I'm just going to show you the liquid side of that. I'm going to show you the liquid side of the city. This is such an amazing episode here, from challenges to opportunities, with this beautiful couple, the financial journey of brother Seth and sister LeShia. Did I get it right? Oh man, but people, look, I thank you again for your time. And I can thank you all day. This has been nothing but real. And I said this to you all before we met in person. It brings tears to my eyes, because when you have an opportunity to meet people who are transparent and who are real. Your actions show it. You're real people. When Robert Kiyosaki wrote the book, Fake, he's not putting anyone down. It all boils down to a fake system that's teaching people. You showed it, brother Seth. Fake money. We talked about the teachers, but not making mockery of them. The fake system that taught them, so fake teachers, and then fake assets. Mm-hmm. So this is where we are. You all are real people, and may God continue to bless you and your beautiful family with much beautiful health, wealth, and a continued legacy that you've already built with them children. And now educating the ones, educating the world. We respect them. They got good intentions, but the stuff that's coming out of their mouth is fake because of the system that taught them is fake. I want to thank you all again for your time and the community. Look, my great community, I want you to make sure you're following the Reeds on Instagram. You're following them on Facebook. Their information is below. Follow them, connect with them, schedule some time to talk to them so they can give you the blueprint to success. Once again, family, I want to thank you all for your time. All right? You all have a blessed and amazing day, and we'll be talking soon.
Yes.
What an amazing show this afternoon, this evening. Tonight, I don't know where you're seeing this information from, but take heed of this information. This is, I'm not going to say no more because I'm going to spoil it. I'm just going to close it out. But remember, your life is based on the information that you received, and you received some today. And I hope you don't do this and the information that you rejected. Take care, take heed.
I got a crispy $100 bill in my pocket. Watch how fast I flip it and make it take off like a rocket. On mission 2020 vision, don't try to stop it, cause it can go down quicker than Kobe's helicopter. Go call a doctor for people sicker than Gail King. Tell her watch her mouth fulfill the fury that hell brings. Shells ring up the glizzy when the killers get busy. As an OG, I wonder what happened to my city. If you make it to 50, they call you old school. I've been a student of the game, I ain't no fool. I'm so cool, considering what I go through. I walk it like I'm talking. You don't wanna put on no shoes. I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort. I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort. I'm just trying to teach you something that you don't know. As a veteran, I've been places so many won't go. Keep your publishing, pay attention to your promo. If nobody sign you, that's okay, do it solo. I got a question for you new artists to think about. What's more important, being famous or your bank account? I can't allow a smart crooked deceiver to rob me legally and leave me nothing but some peanuts.
Everywhere you go, you better handle your business and don't let it handle you.
I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort. I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort.
Everywhere you go, everything you do, you better handle your business and don't let it handle you. Everywhere you go, everything you do, you better handle your business and don't let it handle you.
I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort. I'm ready for whatever. Gotta make it happen now or never. Nobody does it better all day. It's what I call faith, belief and effort.